Hello, my name is Sandra, and this is the Science Digest show. What's your name, please?
Hello, I'm Dr. Angela Teburi. I'm the founder of Femafric Maths. Fem is for African and Math is for Mathematicians.
Oh, okay, that's really nice. How long have you been in existence?
About 5 years ago, I started this during my PhD. As a PhD student, I was a PhD student in mathematics. I looked around me and I didn't see any females around me, and I also didn't see any black females around me. So I started this whole initiative to highlight the diversity in careers when you study mathematics. Growing up, we think of maths as a very boring subject. That's when you study mathematics, you can only become a teacher. But throughout my PhD, I realized that when you study math, you could work anywhere you wanted to, whether in finance, in health, anywhere, security, anywhere. So I decided that anytime I met females who had studied mathematics and had gone on to different careers, I was going to interview them. And using social media, I was going to share their stories so that a young person, wherever they are across the world, will see them and aspire to pursue careers in maths. So that was our main mission, to highlight the diversity in careers when you study mathematics. But our vision is that we want to see young people being confident to pursue careers in mathematics. So activities like this science fair is meant to engage young people in hands-on math activities so that they realize that, okay, the math that I'm learning can be applied in any career that I choose to pursue later on in life.
Okay, that's wonderful. Where do you see your project in the next 5 years?
Oh, the next 5 years, I want to scale across Africa, right? Yes, with social media, we are already reaching a lot of African cities. When we look at the cities with our top 10 audience, when we rank the cities, we have 7 African cities there, but we also want to go to them with these hands-on activities. So all our activities have been documented in activity sheets, which can be made available either on social media or to partner organizations to practice similar activities either in school or at some science effects here. So in 5 to 10 years time, I want us to scale across Africa so that any young person will see maths as being very fun and engaging and as something which is fundamental in diverse careers.
Oh, okay. So aside being in places like this, where else do you go to motivate the girls? Do you have like a group, or do you have somewhere you go to, or do you go to schools, like different schools, to talk to them? How do you go about your work?
Definitely. So our main focus is social media, but we also do in-person projects. So for instance, we adopted a junior high school for the Maths projects. The goal was that they had students who were very weak in mathematics, and they wanted us to provide one-on-one tuition to them so that these students could bridge that gap and they could either go on to senior high school or pursue whatever they want to do. So we did that in November 2019. We started with this, and we could see the results and the fact that these students were slow learners. So when we gave them one-on-one tutors, it meant that they had the time and the patience to go through the math concepts with them, and we could hear testimonials from them where parents were telling us that through our intervention, the students were able to pass their BC and go on to senior high school. So we have specialized projects we do for students, but we also are now starting to do career programs in high schools where young people in high school will see that, oh, okay, you can be a doctor but in mathematics, right, like I am, or you could also study maths and you can end up in AI, which is now the big thing, or any other area where mathematics can be applied.
Oh, okay, so what kind of people do you look to? What kind of people are you looking forward to help?
Yeah, so we have so for instance, our maths queens here. If you come here and you meet a young woman helping you to understand maths, it makes you believe that maths is not just for one gender, but math is for everyone, right? So our main people that we are using for our campaign are maths queens, the females who have studied mathematics, but our audience is very general. So for instance, at this science fair, we have students from different ages coming. So we have activities at different levels of difficulty so that any young person or any adult who comes in will have some engaging activity. So we have these general events we do, but we also have specialized interventions, like I mentioned, where people come with specific issues. Okay, I want you to help me with, let's say, third year mathematics for my students. Then we intervene in such
Okay, so if someone wants to get in contact with you, tell us your socials or how we can contact you in the future.
Okay, thank you. So we are Femafric Maths on all social media channels. So just Fem, just think of female. Afric, just think of African, and Maths, mathematicians. So we are on Instagram, we are on X, we are on Facebook. Yes, we are everywhere. So on YouTube too, we are there. So you can find us as Femafric Maths or hashtag Maths Queens. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We'll see you soon. Bye.